I did 92.3 The Fan on Monday. So that was what? When was the Hunt signing? The previous Monday?
Yeah, it would have been a week before
so it was
that.
a week. So we did most of the show about Kareem Hunt and the signing and went back and forth. It seemed to me it was maybe 60-40 in favor of signing him. But the call that got me, that struck me, and says, hey, that's old news. What do you mean it's old news? It was last week.
Yeah, I know. Things move so quickly. Although I will say we got to Monday this week, and I'm like, has it really been a week since we were in Berea listening to John Dorsey talk about this signing?
That was a quick press conference, by the way.
It was.
I mean, a quick announcement of the press conference.
Yeah, I mean, they turned it around really quickly, and they had two separate sessions, one with the writers and one for the cameras. And, I thought John Dorsey handled himself well. He said the things he needed to say.
Right.
He got his message out there as to why he signed him. But everybody who's sitting here saying guys deserve second chances, I think they'd be singing a different tune if this was the Ravens or the Steelers or the Bengals or someone like that. But he's in Cleveland now.
I have this strange thought about it that as he's running from his own 20, he's going to run for an 80-yard touchdown, and halfway through I'm thinking, oh, it's the guy who's got a bad situation. Come on, run.
Yeah, well,
right?
It does put, I think, fans in kind of a strange spot because they're going to cheer for his team. They're going to want him to be successful. And, are you going to go out and buy his jersey? Or are you going to go out and buy his jersey for your kid?
Right,
There's so many
from
things.
a football standpoint, does it put the Browns closer to a playoff spot?
I mean, I think it does. If he's the player he was in Kansas City, this is a guy that he's a multifaceted back. He can run, he can catch. He does a lot of things really well. He complements Nick Chubb really well. I don't know what they're going to do with Duke Johnson once Hunt gets back, but I think it really does put this team on the field in a much better position.
All right, you know who knows? You know who knows stuff?
Who?
Las Vegas.
Yes.
Let's take a look at Las Vegas, see what they have to say. Here are the odds. This is the Vegas Insider. They've got the Kansas City Chiefs for the championship. This, of course, the AFC. So you've got Kansas City again representing the AFC to get to the Super Bowl. New England at 4-1, Indianapolis at 8-1, Chargers 8-1, Pittsburgh at 10-1, Cleveland and Baltimore both at 12-1. What do you think of that?
Trying to think of who maybe got left off that list. I mean, I can't argue with that necessarily. I don't want to go out there and predict that the Browns will win the AFC, but maybe you could even make an argument that Pittsburgh, with everything that's happened over the last few days, they're going to be worse than maybe when those odds were made.
I was thinking about this, about Pittsburgh. From a distance of 120 miles, we look at it and say, boy, they're in real trouble. Because all we know are the two big names here. They're shoring up elsewhere. They're still going to be a factor. Yeah,
and we've seen that they can always go out and get guys. Right? I mean, look what James Conner did with Levine and Dan Labbe. He didn't play all year. Juju Smith-Schuster is a really good wide receiver. It'll be fun to see him as a #1 guy. So Pittsburgh always kind of reloads.